What's going on? This is Hot16 magazine. You are rocking with the ever so talented Denecca Love. Hot16, as Hot16 fans already know, we speak for a culture that's underrepresented. We speak for a culture that's underspoken for, and Hot16 was recently at the Summer Madness 2 event. We had the pleasure of having an intimate interaction with Busta Rhymes. And for starters, the event was the greatest event in hip hop. It was the greatest event in battle rap history. And on that night, visually, you wouldn't believe what we seen. It was spectacular. And we were just looking first from the crowd perspective. From the crowd perspective, looking up at the stage, the lighting was perfect on those artists, and the artistry, like the way that Hot16 describes itself, the battles, the artistry, the realism, the swag, everything was so on point. And it was much like a theater production. It was like a play, in the sense that everybody had their position, and everybody had a certain thing that they needed to be doing, and when that all came together, it put on a show. The crowd needed to be engaged with the artists needed to be engaged with the crowd, and the artists not only were engaged with the crowd, but they were engaged with the special guest. And Smack was there, and he was engaged with the artists and the crowd. It was like everybody's energy was feeding off each other, and it created an air and an atmosphere that was more intense than any battle rap experience. It was more intense than you can even experience watching online. It was something that you had to see to believe, and be there to feel and experience. It was certainly hip-hop, because Summer Madness 2 was certainly an experience of the senses. It was something that you had to taste, something that you had to hear, something that you had to touch, something that you had to feel. It was something that you had to be there to truly understand what was happening there, because that event, it made history. And not only did that event make history, but Hot16 at that event made history. URL, Smack DVD, and the Smack DVD era, it really came back on the night of Summer Madness too. We had Murder Mook, Iron Solomon, which was really a great depiction of what goes on the original Smack DVDs, when they had Murder Mook and Lord Deluxe rapping 8 rounds. Murder Mook, Iron Solomon rap 5 rounds. So it's just that, I say that to say that big up to URL, big up to Summer Madness, Smack DVD era, everything that led up to this historic event. This event that changed the course and the direction of battle rap, and the event that made battle rap history. Now, Hot16 made its way through the Summer Madness crowds, which was it was thousands and thousands of people. It was almost like an amphitheater. It was no way to get to the front. If you were in the back, you were stuck in the back. And Hot16 was making its way, through the crowd, up and through the VIP section, stopping and talking to people. The scene was intense. It wasn't intense in a bad way. It wasn't intense in a way that made you uncomfortable. It wasn't intense that made you proud. It wasn't intense that made you grateful and proud of what this culture is doing and how it's moving in terms of battle rap, because all those people showed up to see what was going to happen here at Summer Madness, and came to appreciate what this culture has to bring, and its spin on the world, and its spin on hip-hop culture in general. And Hot16 made its way through that crowd with 5 revolving cameras, and we're getting angles from everywhere, crowd views, side views, front views, everywhere. There was a little commotion with Murder Mook and his people, but we even worked through that, and we made our way through the VIP, and then we got to the double VIP, where we came into contact with not only Diddy, Lloyd Banks, Cassidy, Busta Rhymes. And Busta Rhymes had some very special words for Hot16. He wanted to teach us about our priorities, like X Factor. He wanted to teach us about principle, and how how to better ourselves. He gave us a critique. It was almost like a battle rap because he wanted us to I guess better perfect our skills as a super media outlet. But on the flip side, we wanted him to better his skills as an artist, as a interviewee, and as a spectator in this battle rap culture. We wanted to perfect his skills, and he wanted us to perfect our skills, and he was demanding respect for what he does, and we were demanding respect for what we do, and there was an exchange of words that was not at all hostile or.
Hot16 magazine. No doubt. I feel you. Excuse me. I ain't with it right now. I respect that. Don't do that. All right, cool. Come out the bathroom, nigga, rolling the camera. What kind of faggot shit is that? Ain't no faggot shit. I'm saying that is some faggot shit. Don't do that. That ain't man shit. I respect you, but don't do that. I'm talking to you about your magazine. I'm talking to you about principle, homie. All right, thanks.
You know, to rub anybody the wrong way. It was more so to teach each other how to handle things when we're in this culture, because battle rap is not like the Source Awards. It's not like BET. It's not like the Hip Hop Awards, because when you're dealing with battle rap, you in a house of Hot16. You in a house of Smack. You in a house of, Lion's Den and Animal House and I Had and King of the Dot. And you in a house of people who love music, who love hip-hop, who love the essence of hip-hop and where it came from. And when you stepping into that house, you got to be mindful of who you dealing with. Hot16, like battle rap, we don't have no rules or no boundaries. Because in battle rap, they talking about your mother, your brother, your sister got cancer, and everybody died. And that's how Hot16 is equally aggressive, because that's the industry that we deal with. So when we come in with those lights up and our cameras flashing, and our expectation is that everybody understands what's going on here, because this culture is nothing to play with. It's not a joke. It's not just for spectacle. It's not pretty. It's gritty and it's real. It's not often nice, but it's meant to sharpen your skills as an individual, as an artist, as a musician, as a Busta Rhymes, as a P. Diddy, as a Cassidy, as a Goods, as an X Factor, as whoever you are. When you enter in this culture and when you stepping into the house of Hot16, the expectation is that you're going to learn something, and that you'll be mindful with the next event that you attend, because this is not just for show. The expectation is that you're going to leave here with some real shit.
First of all, you know what I'm saying, I'm Hot16, and I want to say peace to Smack, peace to the whole URL TV movement, and to all the guards that's representing the culture hard, and like Denecca Love said, the ever so talented, of course, when we made our way to VIP, we of course, like anybody else, we expected to be met by, love and affection. That was indicative of the whole night, and we there to show love, and we there to show the people, you know what I'm saying, and to show the world that we in the building, man. This is real, you know what I'm saying? We love this. This is our culture. This is what we represent. This is what we stand for, and it's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? It kind of breaks my heart, when you see, mainstream artists that used to, be on a grind, you know what I'm saying? I come from the same place we come from, you know what I'm saying? I come from the same place we at, trying to create like a status quo, like, like you better, like, or you somehow above the movement. You know what I'm saying? No one is above or below the movement. We the people, and it hurts when, artists, mainstream artists in particular, lose sight of that. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us could afford to lose sight of that. You know what I'm saying? We're not on no capitalistic, you know what I'm saying, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is for the love. So when we see, I'm saying, so of course when we see Busta Rhymes, pop out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, we gonna show love. This is what Hot16 do. We show love. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, for us, that love was met with, hostility.
Whatever footage you got of me, I need you to erase it right now. I ain't got nothing. All right, but whatever, if you won't be walking out the bathroom, erase it right now. Please. I don't mind doing an interview. I don't mind working. Listen. I don't mind working. I love my job. I've been here 21 years because I love it. If a nigga just have some consideration, we could talk. I come out the bathroom, you filming me, I could have my hand on my dick, looking up my pants. I just finished pissing. That ain't the way a nigga wanna be with no camera. That's what I'm saying. Just give me a minute. Get all that off there. Shout out to the catapulted. What it was, I didn't know you was in the bathroom. I know, I didn't know you was in there. It don't matter who's coming out the bathroom. I didn't catch a nigga like that. Right. Some candid shit. That ain't fair to the person. Right. I can't argue with the truth. You're right. Homie, do you have any footage of me looking for? I don't think I have none. You gotta keep going back. You keep showing the same shit. Go back. Recorded. I don't need you to do that. This is what I'm showing you right now, what I was doing. I didn't know anybody was in the bathroom. That's the episode sounds with the niggas out. We have to come to media, man. We hungry, that's all. I respect hunger, but I don't respect disrespect. Those are two different things, bro. Never intentional. Don't do it by accident either. You know better. Don't do that.
With hate, and we not, that's not what we do. We're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you confront it with a force that's destructive, that has the potential to become even more destructive than the intention. And I feel like that's what happened with Bus. You know what I mean? Because I fucks with Buff. I fucks with Bus' whole body, you know what I'm saying? I like his music, I enjoy his music, and I think he's a very talented artist, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't have people skills to back that up, you know what I'm saying? If you can't show love to the people that support you, then what good is you, man? You know what I'm saying? What good are you, man? You just, essentially, you just another mainstream nigga, you know what I'm saying, to put it frank, you know what I mean? And, Bus, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love Bus, man. I love his music. But this is Hot16. And if you can't respect that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't follow the words that's coming out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? You talking about principle, you talking about respect, you know what I'm saying? But you talking about having your dick in your hand in front of Denecca Love and all that, you know what I'm saying? Denecca, you know what I'm saying? Then, you contradicting what you saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a contradicting nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what we do. Bars, artistry, realism, swag, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the culture. This is what we represent, man. So, I was kind of disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I thought, Bus was going to be a little bit more gentlemanly like than that, than what he displayed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this was the conversation that we had with him. You know what I'm saying? Let the people judge for themselves what it was. And with that, I'm out. Peace.
Hot16 magazine is not at all, first of all, it's not at all paparazzi. We don't try to catch people with their pants down or anything like that. We don't do that. Hot16 is a super media outlet. We handle ourselves with professionalism. And I'm apologetic that our representation didn't prove to be that in Busta's eyes that night. I'm apologetic for that because our representation should always be what we say it is, the super media outlet. But even aside from that, Hot16 magazine is a hungry magazine. It's an up-and-coming magazine. It's a magazine that's trying to always maintain our exclusivity. We always try and represent this culture in the best way possible. Now, Smack brought in dudes like Diddy and Cassidy and Busta Rhymes for a specific reason. He brought them in to big up this culture. He brought them in to make this culture a little bit more mainstream, to put a stamp on it that hasn't been put on it previously, something a little bit stronger than what some other leagues have been putting on this culture. So he brought them in for that specific purpose. So what Hot16 wanted to do was to speak to these people, these artists that came to this battle, that came to Summer Madness 2, and ask them what they thought about this culture, because they was there. You here at this monumental, historic, classic event, what do you think about this culture? Being that that's what set you off. In an interview with Busta Rhymes, he says, I started out battling. That's how I started rapping. Diddy didn't start out battling. But when he made his first reality show with Making a Band, he made them battle to see who would stay and who would leave. Some artists were so hungry against each other, he couldn't let either one of them go. And then artists like Babs Bunny, who is now owner of Queen of the Ring, killed her opponent, and then she had to go home. So with people who have this in their history, and people who battle rap is a part of, they come up into the hip hop culture, they come up into getting a deal, and they come up into being a representative of what we do. We want to know how you feel for what it is at this point. So Hot16 was in no way trying to be disrespectful. We were not trying to rub anybody the wrong way. We were simply asking, what are you doing here? What is this about? What do you see here? Why are you here? We wanted the who, what, when, where, why, how. The questions that everybody wanted to know, that's the questions that we wanted to ask. And our intentions were kind of misunderstood at the time, which is understandable under the circumstances, even though we try to clear it up. But the point is that battle rap is a part of what Diddy did. It's a part of what Busta Rhymes does, because not only did he admit to coming up in a battle rap culture, to battle rapping, to start rapping, but Busta Rhymes had a battle record against Ja Rule. They rapped on a Hail Mary beat with the Tupac beat. He was the only person on that entire song with an original flow. Eminem was also on that song, and he was the only one that spit original content. He was the only one with an original flow. He was the only one that didn't copy off of the same style that existed in the original Hail Mary. It was innovative, it was different, but it was still battle rap. So it's only natural that somebody will want an opinion from Busta Rhymes, because he is an innovative battle rapper, because he has been involved in battle rap, not just underground, not just before he started rapping, but he was involved in battle rap even mainstream, because he was battle rapping against Ja Rule with 50 Cent and Eminem on a Tupac beat. And Hail Mary was also a battle rap song for Tupac. So for somebody so involved in a culture, Hot16 wanted to represent an expression of those ideas in a little more of a mainstream way. We wanted Hot16 fans, not just Hot16 fans, but hip-hop fans, because Hot16 magazine is a super media outlet, and we bring you the freshest view in this battle rap culture. The freshest view in this battle rap culture means beyond just battle rappers. It means spectator. It means mainstream artists. It means people who understand the hip-hop culture. We're trying to get everybody involved to deliver the freshest, the newest, the most innovative view in battle rap culture. And that's what we were trying to represent. Again, Hot16 magazine's intentions were a little bit distorted, or maybe missed in translation, or caught up in some sort of confusion and or conflict. And for that, of course, we certainly take responsibility for. But at the same time, like I said before, we were at a battle rap event. And as far as Hot16 is concerned, whenever you're at a battle rap event, you're in our house. And what I mean by in our house is Hot16 covers battle rap. We are the paparazzi of that culture. We are the media of that culture. And we putting cameras in the faces of anybody that's suggesting that they're a part of that culture. If you're an artist, a fan, if you're a mainstream artist that's spectating, whatever you are, if you are in this space at this given time suggesting that you're a part of this culture, then you're going to have to state your business, state your claim, what you're here for. Because this is a serious thing, that this battle rap thing is a big deal. And we don't allow no imposters or just some pretenders. Like, if you're going to be a spectator, then you need to be truly engulfed in this culture. And people, especially mainstream artists, should be more than willing to deliver an opinion. If they got the audacity to show up, then they should be willing to talk about what they seen there. Because this was the most monumental event in battle rap history. And the biggest names in hip-hop music has zero to say about it. We couldn't get them in front of the camera to make a claim about anything, to say what this meant for battle rap, to say what this meant for hip-hop, to say the direction that this thing was going in. And it's imperative that they do that because they were there. If they were not there to truly represent this culture, then what were they there for?